Here is the most dangerous habit of chasing cheap prices. Let me ask you a very simple question. Have you ever spent more money just because you are trying to save money? It sounds strange, right? But many of us do this every single day. You see something selling for 5,000 naira at one location, and someone tells you it's 4,500 naira somewhere else, and immediately you begin to think that, oh, I can save 500 naira. So you enter transport, spend your time, deal with traffic, stress yourself, and finally you get there, and when you calculate everything put together, you didn't save 500 naira, you actually spend more money. This is one of the most dangerous spending habits because it feels like financial wisdom. And today, I want to show you why buying cheaper is not always the same thing as spending wisely. So number one thing I want you to look at is that cheap price does not always mean lower cost. Imagine you want to withdraw 5,000 naira from a POS agent, and the first agent says my charges is 500 naira, and then you say no way, that is too expensive. Then you hear from another POS agent somewhere who charges on the same amount at 200 naira. So you decided to go there, but you spend 1,500 naira on transportation going and coming back. Now let's do the mathematics together. At the first POS, the charges is 500 naira, while the second POS is 200 naira but plus 1,500 naira transportation. That is 1,700 all put together. You thought you were saving 300 naira, but you actually spent 1,200 naira more by the time you take the difference. This is why you must stop looking at only the price of the product or services. Look at the total cost of your decision. Number two things you must look at is that transportation is part of the price. Yes, transportation is part of the price. This is where many people make mistake. You see a product selling for 20,000 naira close to your house. Someone tells you, I know where you can get it at 18,000 naira. So you become excited, but that place is far away from where you are living. You spend 1,500 naira only to go there, and then another 1,500 naira coming back. Your 18,000 naira product has now cost you 21,000 naira, and that is assuming nothing else happened while you were doing all these processes. So before you celebrate a cheaper price, ask yourself, how much will it cost me to access that particular cheaper price? Sometimes the shop around the corner or close to our house is actually cheaper when you calculate everything put together. Number three things we must look at is your time also have value. This is something we don't calculate enough. Your money has value, but your time also have value. Supposing you spend 3 hours traveling across town just to save 1,000 naira. What could you have done with those 3 hours? Could you have worked? Could you have attended to your business? Could you have rested? Could you have spent that time with your family? Sometimes you are not saving money. You are exchanging valuable time for a very small discount. And time is something you can never buy back, no matter what you do. Number four things you must look at is don't confuse cheaper price with affordability. Yes, something can be cheap and still be expensive for you. Let me explain. You can buy a cheap pair of shoes for 8,000 naira, and after 2 months, it gets damaged. Then you buy another one again. The same thing repeated. Then you go again. Then it got damaged. Meanwhile, a better quality pair of shoe costs 20,000 naira and could last you for like 2 years or 3 years as the case may be. The 8,000 naira option looks cheaper, but after buying it 3 good times, you discover that you have spent 24,000 naira. This is why the cheapest option is not always the most economical options. Sometimes quality is cheaper in the long run. Number 5 things you must look at is that discount can also trick you. Another dangerous habit is chasing discount. You see 70% off and immediately your brain will say, oh, I am saving money. But ask yourself a very simple and honest question. Will I have bought these things if there was no discount? If the answer is no, then you didn't save the money. You have spent the money. If something was 50,000 naira as a cost and you bought it for 30,000 naira, you did not automatically save 20,000 naira. Exactly. You have only spent 30,000 naira. There is a difference between the two analyses. A discount on something you don't need is still an expense on your head. The real question is not where is it cheaper. The better question should be where is the best overall value. That is a completely different question. Don't just compare prices. While you are comparing the prices, compare transportation, compare your time, compare the quality, compare durability, compare convenience, compare risk, and opportunity cost. You know why? Because sometimes paying 500 naira more can actually save you 2,000 naira. And sometimes paying a little more for quality can save you from buying the same things repeatedly. And sometimes again, paying a little more to buy something close to your house can give you a time to do something that can actually make you more money. This does not mean that you should stop looking for cheaper prices. No. Now, let me make it clear. I am not saying that you should become careless with your money. I am not saying that you should buy anything at any price. No. Comparison shopping is good. Negotiating is also good. Looking for a better prices is also good. But there's a difference between being financially conscious and being obsessed with getting the lowest possible price. And a financially intelligent person does not only ask, how cheap can I get this? They rather ask, what is the smartest financial decision? And that is the difference. Number 8 things you must consider or look at is this. Before you chase that cheaper price, ask yourself these 5 questions. Number 1, how much will the transportation cost me to get this? Number 2, how much of my time will this consume? Number 3, is the cheaper option actually the same quality? So you need to look at it if the cheaper option will give you the quality product that you want. Number 4 is that what other expenses might this decision create for me? Number 5, and which is the final question, what could I be doing with the time or money instead? These 5 questions can save you from making expensive decisions that look or appear cheaper. And finally, before I conclude on this topic, hear this. The goal of personal finance is not to become the person who always spends the least money. The goal is to become the person who makes the best decision with money. You know why? Because sometimes the cheapest decision is the most expensive decision. And sometimes spending 1,000 naira today can actually save you 5,000 naira tomorrow. So the next time you hear, I know where to get it cheaper, don't rush. Stop, analyze, calculate, consider transportation, consider your time, consider the quality, consider the opportunity cost, then you cannot make decision. You know why? Because being financially wise is not about chasing cheap prices. It is about understanding the true cost of your decision. If you found this video useful, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and follow or subscribe for more practical conversation about money, business, and financial decision. Remember, don't just ask how much am I paying. Instead, ask what will this decision cost me. Thank you. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, drop your comment, make your opinion in the comment section.